So, yet again, there was another viral video of an exhausted nurse pleading with people to please take the coronavirus a lot more serious through wearing a mask, social distancing. And the most jarring anecdote that she shared was how people literally on their deathbed, dying from the coronavirus, were unfortunately still in heavy denial of their diagnosis leading right up to their death. And this just really blows my fucking mind for so many reasons. And I'm going to try to illustrate through a point with a generalization. So, generally speaking, you get a toothache. You go to the dentist evaluates you, takes x-rays, tells you you have a cavity. We accept that for truth. Then the dentist goes ahead and gives you a filling, gives you a root canal or whatever. Or let's say your vision gets blurry. You go to the optometrist or the ophthalmologist. They run a few tests and then they will say like, hey, your vision is changing and either you need glasses, maybe you need cataract surgery, or we have to change your prescription or whatever. Or in my case recently, I had some disruptive shoulder pain. So I went to the doctor, they evaluate me, they take x-rays, they take an MRI, and then they tell me, you have a pretty bad case of tendonitis in your shoulder. So your treatment plan is physical therapy, take some anti-inflammatory medication, get some rest, do some stretching, and guess what? The shit works. So like my shoulder is 90% better. I can resume my workout schedule the way I want, and I'm a lot happier as a result of it. Okay, what continues to be bothersome is the masses of people that continue with this belief that the coronavirus is either a hoax or nothing more serious than the flu, all in the face of over, I think like 65 million cases of infections and over 1.5 million deaths globally. And it's not just Americans being stupid about this. People in other countries are resistant to it and they protest the stay-at-home orders in countries like Italy, England, and Germany, for example. What confuses me and drives me mad is the distrust for science community, or the science community, particularly when it comes to the field of medicine. And yeah, there's corruption, there's malpractice, there's incompetence, there's dishonesty in this field. Nobody can debate that. However, overall, science keeps a lot of people alive on this planet. The people that perform life-saving surgery, a scientist. The people that develop medicine to treat diabetes, high blood pressure, and other diseases, a scientist. The people that spend thousands of hours researching data, reviewing case studies, and conducting clinical trials to improve treatment and improve the quality of pharmaceuticals. Scientists. They're all from the same tribe. So what's infuriating is that not only are segments of people selectively denying the existence of the coronavirus, their actions continue to endanger those that may come into contact with these people, like at these political rallies or these social protests, the grocery store, restaurants, whatever. I don't get the psychology behind it other than to lazily say, people are just being fucking stupid. We have this once in a lifetime phenomena that is literally disrupting the lives of people in an entire planet. And the reaction of some is to choose to deny its existence for whatever the reason may be. But I think I've said it before in a previous episode, oddly, people continue to enjoy the advancements of science in other areas of their lives while, they bitch and complain and flat out deny the existence of the very science that they enjoy and benefit from. So like they'll shit talk mask wearing on social media, a platform made possible by scientists who developed mobile devices and build desktop computers and coded software to make it possible to do such. Or you have some of these people who will scream at the top of their lungs in their grocery store or at a political rally how COVID is just really a hoax, and then angrily drive home in a car another invention made by scientists, then go home and listen to some asshole on right-wing media who's actually shitting on the science community who is making untrue claims on another medium made by scientists, broadcast television and digital streaming. How's that for irony? So like, does the science community get things wrong? Well, yeah. I mean, medical conditions are diagnosed, miscalculations of treatments are made. What we thought we knew about food, our diets, maybe 10 or even 20 years ago has changed significantly. Why? It's a necessary path of learning and having anecdotal evidence to make adjustments, then positively affect the future or affect future outcomes. Nobody is that smart to get things right on the first time or the first go around. Nobody becomes a great lover during their first sexual experience or their first time they play a sport. Elon Musk, guys like Bill Gates and these other legitimate geniuses didn't invent the perfect product or piece of technology on day one. We can't deny that, and I don't think they will either. What is deadly frustrating is the selective acceptance of science given the stakes. Again, 1.5 million deaths and rising in this country here in the US. The thing is not under control, and people still want to say it's bullshit. They still want to persist that it's a hoax. It's just like the flu. So it makes me want to say that these people, the deniers, are willfully stupid and misinformed. So like, what is that? It's a failure of the educational system, identity politics going wrong. I don't really know. I can't put my finger on it, but this is why it pays to understand what is going on in the world beyond your own environment, or in this case, your own city, your own state or your own country. You can at least compare notes and say, whoa, like they want us to go into a lockdown. Okay, but like, wait a minute, this is also reportedly happening in South America, Europe, and Asia also. Maybe this isn't some big conspiracy or some kind of hoax after all. Like maybe, just maybe, what is happening before our eyes is reality. This is why I bang on Fox News so much. They peddle recklessly dangerous and irresponsible misinformation because they know a lot of their viewers want to hear that. Meanwhile, some of these assholes are socially distancing from their staff on camera or in some isolated home studio like these guys, like Tucker Carlson. So if you think I'm bullshitting, watch the latest broadcast of Fox and Friends, for example. Then I want you to go on YouTube for the same show and notice how they were not social distancing maybe 3 to 6 months ago. So coincidence, or are they now dealing with the reality that they were actively denying what the science was for the purpose of ratings and pandering to viewers who wanted to believe that COVID-19 was a big liberal lie? They want to be in alignment with stupid ass people like Donald Trump and these other Republicans who have known how deadly this virus was for a very long time and willingly played this game of death. That's what it has become. The best advice I can give anybody is that you have to want to know more. Of the 277,000 plus coronavirus deaths in this country, there is probably not a person in the graveyard or the city morgue or some storage unit in a hospital that would not gladly trade places with a healthy person who has or who was wise enough to take this virus seriously. So step out of your comfort zone and step out of your familiarity to see what is happening and being said elsewhere. Get out of those echo chambers. This is how I stay informed. I can name tons of publications and news outlets I regularly review to the end of strengthening my critical thinking skills and my awareness, I think this is also something that probably should be more emphasized with developing minds of children. So, like, so many benefits in doing this. Like, we can never have enough great thinkers, people that, carry a healthy level of skepticism and discernment. So let's not take for granted the tens of thousands of hours our science professionals have committed to mastering their fields of study to the end of making our lives easier. Show your love to your friend, show your love to your family, and especially your elders by socially distancing, wearing a mask, and exercising good practices. Not only will, keep them safe, but keeps you safe too. I mean, it gets old, social distancing, lockdown, mask, but it still continues to be relevant. So, like, we shouldn't be having this conversation so much and with this greater frequency, given what is happening. This is not some big orchestrated hoax. I know at least 4 people who've contracted the virus. I know another couple of people who had a scare and who had to get tested immediately because there was fear of exposure. I play the game really, really conservative and really, really safe. I keep my space with people and I wear my mask everywhere that I go. And you know what, man? I'll trade good health and my high level of skepticism and good practices to the end of living a healthy life. Being sick fucking sucks. This disease is no joke. I don't know what else to say. So, that's my spiel. I'm gonna stop there before I say something crazy. So, as usual, if you're cool with the video, you like the content, subscribe on YouTube, all the the audio streaming platforms like Apple, Google, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn. Share with people. That's what I got for you. Be safe, spread the word, take care of yourself, take care of the people around you, be well.